Hey guys, welcome to Everyday Fitness. My name is TJ, and today we continue your 200-day workout. Week 2. Fantastic guys, you made it through week 1. I'm proud of you. You guys are awesome. So week 1, we should have taken some notes, kind of have an idea of where we are now physically, what we're able to do, and where we hope to be and will work to be over the next 200-day workout. Before we continue, I always want to remind you, always consult your healthcare provider before starting any new diet, nutrition, or exercise program. I need to take a moment to explain a few things. First of all, some folks have asked me, how do you subscribe? First of all, subscription is free. You just click this button up here. I'll also put a subscribe button here towards the end of the video. That's how you subscribe. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram and also, of course, YouTube. At the end of this video, I'll put a link over here on this side of the screen to the previous week. That's week 1. If you haven't watched week 1, I encourage you to go back, watch week 1 video first. That'll give you an idea of what we're actually doing through this second week and throughout the next 200 days. Another thing I need to clarify. Some folks have told me, TJ, your workouts are too crazy. I've seen what you do. There's no way I could do those things. I can't do that for 200 days. We're not going to be doing any of the crazy things you may have seen me do. If you know me personally or you follow my personal pages, I do some crazy things. This program will not include the upside down battle rope or any of the other weird stuff that I do. You don't need any of this workout equipment. It's basic stuff that you can follow at home, simple, easy to follow steps, nothing that involves that crazy stuff. Second, I should have clarified also that the running aspect of this workout doesn't necessarily have to be running. Should have thought of myself on that too. I have some injuries that may prevent me to run a bunch of miles, and in that case, I'll switch over to bike, or if I have the ability to get in a pool to swim or an elliptical. So when I say running, I've clarified now in these notes, it's running / cardio. So keep in mind, if you can't run, if you have injuries that prevent you from doing that, find some other form of cardio. A stationary bike is actually pretty good. It eliminates most of the impact out of your joints and your knees or your ankles, which sometimes I have to do because of my ankles. So don't let that scare you away. You can still complete this exercise. So also for this week, just like last week, all of the show notes will include Monday through Sunday's workout plan. It'll highlight exactly what we're supposed to do for each day's workout. But what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to break out a segment Monday through Sunday, and I'm going to demonstrate the workouts so you can see exactly how we're supposed to do them, and I'm going to include some modifications. If you can't do a full push-up, what do? Can you still do this program? Absolutely, you can. I'm going to show you some modifications. And for the pull-ups, there's a couple ways around that as well. I don't have them with me, but there's stretch bands. Those are the best thing to do to help you be able to do a pull-up, but there are some ways around that if you don't have a stretch band. Also, I said you don't have to have equipment. That's true, but if you're going to purchase anything or have anything, you need to have one of those pull-up bars that you put at least into the door frame. Those are the kind that use friction. You do not need to drill or hammer anything into your house. You can remove them when you're done, put those in a closet, put them out of the way. You can also use those for push-ups. There's a couple other exercises. These things are pretty versatile. I'll put a link in the description of this show note. It'll direct you to Amazon. Probably the safest place to buy, or the best place to buy is buying it new. Now, I bought a few of these from Goodwill or some of the thrift stores in your area. Check those out. People will buy those, decide that they're not going to use them, tired of seeing them in the doorway, and they'll just give them away. Before you buy them used, check the connections and the components, make sure they're not damaged. You don't want to damage your house, and you don't want it to break and you fall on your booty. So always check that. So we're going to go ahead and skip ahead. We're going to watch these descriptions of Monday through Sunday, and then we'll come back. Hey guys, so let's talk about Monday's exercise routine. We're doing our push-ups for the start after we stretch and warm up, of course, and then we're taking the percentages of our total that we were able to do during our first test. Remember, so we set a timer for 60 seconds, and we want to see how many push-ups we could do in 60 seconds. So our workout will be 80% of that total, take a break, 60% of that total, take a break, and then 50% of that total. Let's walk through some ideas of what push-up should look like. Of course, you have your natural push-up. Now, I like to use the ground as a starting point because usually the floor or ground is level. It keeps you from starting off in some crooked way. So I like to start from the ground and then do some push-ups. And even if I go all the way down, I'm still getting reset every time to make sure that I'm straight. Another variation is doing them off of your knees. Right? So we've seen that. Now, you want to use some sort of cushion on your knees because this can put some pressure on your knees. But I refuse to call these girl push-ups. There are plenty of female athletes that can totally outbench me or outrun. Yeah, so I don't call these girl push-ups. They're knee push-ups. Another good trick, of course, you could use a pillow, a rolled up towel, whatever. And this keeps you from going too far down if you have any issues with shoulders or elbows. Also can provide some spring to help you on the way back up. Another option. And then if you want to level up, of course, again, these stretch bands are a fantastic tool. Now I can actually add some resistance for my push-up. Let's try that. Second thing we have is running. Of course, shouldn't show you how to run or do your cardio. Reverse crunches. Let's talk about what a reverse crunch is. Obviously, a natural crunch looks like this. Reverse crunch looks like this. Works those muscles in a different way. Instead of pulling your upper body, you're pulling your lower body. Similar shape to your body, but you're having to work those muscles in a different motion. Another greater version of that is to let your legs go all the way out, almost to doing a 6 inches. I'm starting out here, and I'm bringing my legs in and then going all the way back out. That's a little bit harder. I would try that if you're a little bit more further along in your workouts. Flutter kicks. Now, I love these. You see a lot of military folks doing these on the beach when they're soaked in water and sand, but they're great. At first it feels easy, but it works your abs fantastic. Now, note I'm taking my hands and putting them underneath my tailbone. It helps with relieving pressure off that tailbone. Hands here, kind of on my thumbs. You'll find the right place to put them. That's also the same position I use when I'm doing 6 inches. Tuesday, pull-ups. Pull-ups are this way, chin-ups are this way. I feel like I can go a lot closer, my grip, when my hands are together facing this way. And then so you can also go really wide on your pull-ups. Be careful with that so that there can be some shoulder blade issues. I don't like to bring my head forward of the bar. That also puts some unneeded pressure on your shoulder blades. Pull-ups, find a good grip, hang down naturally, and then pull yourself straight up with as little body movement as possible. So straight up, straight down. You want to get your head as far over that bar as possible. Now, avoid doing any of this weird rowing stuff, this body rocking, whatever. That's something completely different. We want to try to avoid that. As a real workout, we want to just try to go up as smooth as possible. So if you can't do a pull-up, no worries. Got 2 pretty good methods of that, getting around it. So again, I love these exercise bands, stretch bands, resistance bands, whatever you're going to call them. So I've looped to the top of the bar. I'm going to put my knee through this. I don't like to use my foot through this. Again, there's tons of great fail videos showing you why that is a bad idea. But in the knee, if it slips up, it's probably not going to smack you in the goo-goos. If it slips forward, it might smack you in the face, but as long as your knee is hanging down, you should be fine. I don't have a very good camera, so you probably aren't getting anything below my waist, so I apologize for that. So as we go up, now the rubber band is helping me on the way up. Now there's different resistance. You can get a thicker one than this that takes off about 80 pounds from you as you're coming up. So that's also easy. That helps you if you can't fully do a pull-up. Second thing is, this also helps you if you can do a bunch of pull-ups, but you want to keep repping out so you max out or burn out on pull-ups. Fantastic. Once you start getting tired, start using the bands to give you some assistance. Next thing, to give you some assistance. Next thing, let's use some help. Again, you can't see, but I have my weight bench here, so I can stand on this. All right, see? I can stand on that to help me get up over the bar. There's a weird fine line that I found trying to teach folks how to use their legs to help them with the pull-up. So I'm gonna try to use my arms as much as possible, but give myself just a little extra kick with my legs on the way up. If I stop using my legs, I got a lot more weight on my arms. So I'm helping my legs are spotting me as I pull myself up. I'm still trying to give myself as much tension and pressure on my arms, the shoulders, whatever, as possible. If you can't figure that out, try to do just negative. So get a chair or something to help push you up over the bar, right? Let your legs go, and then just lower yourself. Again, stand up, lower yourself. Working those negatives will build the muscles that it's necessary to pull you up over the bar. And also with this program, you're probably gonna lose some weight. Building those muscles and losing weight will help you be able to do a pull-up. We kind of work together. Again, I think it's easier or more advantageous to try to find that fine line where your legs are spotting you. You're just slowly using your legs, push yourself up, and then maybe just go negative all the way down. Hope those tips help. Mountain climbers. So mountain climbers are another great workout. So you want to try to stay in the push-up position the best that you can, and you're bringing your legs into your chest. Now, of course, you can do them slow like this. I'm trying to keep this level with the floor the entire time. That's one option. Trying to bring them up to your knees really fast, to your chest really fast. That's another option. There are other ways of doing these out here like this. A little more advanced. The faster you do those, of course, the more intense the workout. But keep in mind, form and don't hurt yourself. So we're doing squats and lunges also during this week. On my free squat, I go down a lot further and faster than I would if I had actual weight. So on my free squat, I'll go down, make sure my knees aren't hurting, and then go back up. If I'm feeling any tension or pressure on my knees, I'm not gonna go that low, I won't go that fast. So a free squat for me looks like this. Now with actual weight, I definitely do not go this fast. If you can't do a squat, remember you can use a countertop, something that you can grab onto to help you go down or up. A door frame is fine, or our fantastic little spotter buddy here. All right, so this is again, pulling me up. So as I squat here, at the lowest point, this is where the band is the stretchiest, and it's pulling me back up. For our lunges are kind of like really far stride steps, walking very slow. We're going to be symmetric, work left foot, right foot. So I'm going to go down left. I want to keep a pretty straight angle with these. I'm not trying to go too far knees over toes. Puts a lot of pressure on your knees. So I'm going to go down. Now you can switch if you want to do it crazy, or you can walk and lunge. So I'll take a step with my right and I lunge. Take a step with my left and then I lunge. Find you a good long straight path. Try to do them symmetric. If you can't do a lunge, again, look, we got our little spotter buddy. It's going to help me on the way down and up. Keep my balance and help take the weight off of my body. So if I can't quite do the exercise, the band helps. Calf raises. Let me show you guys how to do calf raises. Pretty simple. Now you're not going to see my upper body here, but a calf raise, of course, we can do both legs. That's fine, right? But if this is not really a good workout for me yet, or I want to isolate each individual calf, we can just do one leg. All right? That's putting all of my weight on one of my calves. A more advanced way to do that is to give yourself a little more elevation. All right, so now I have more range of motion. My foot, bottom of my foot, my heel, is having to go down further. I'm still going up to the same point, but I'm having a longer distance to travel. All right. Fantastic. Hopefully that kind of sets some things straight. You have an idea of what we're doing throughout the week. We're only doing cardio 4 times this week. It's going to be on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. We're still doing core every single day for the next 200 days. Well, this will be day 193, but we're doing core every single day. Tuesday's cardio is just like the rest of them. We're running 5 minutes and stopping and doing an exercise. Running 5 minutes and stopping. The rest are like that except for Sunday. Sunday will actually be 15 minutes of continuous cardio. If you have the ability to bike and then hop off and then run, please try that. I'll try to explain here. Triathletes and biathletes are some of the most in shape people in the world. After you've been on a bike for a while and you hop off and you start running, your legs, it feels like you've never ran before. You get into this rhythm when you're biking or when you're running, and you're used to that body rhythm, you're used to using those parts of your muscles. When you hop off or hop on a bike and you start using a completely different set of muscle group, even though it's still legs, it feels different. It's a fantastic workout. It gets a really total full body workout that way. So if you can change over, I encourage you, please try that. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, we are doing just exercises. Of course, we're still doing the core. But if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, anything you'd like to reach out to me about, of course, you can leave them in the in the comments of these videos. Please let me know. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions that you maybe don't want the rest of the folks to know, send me some messages. That's fine. I'll be happy to answer you the best that I can. If I don't have the answers, I'll find someone that can. I want to help you guys out and let's achieve your everyday fitness. You guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. Have a good one.